What is beta? It's a great question. So beta is the mark of volatility on an individual stock compared to the S&P 500 or compared to the market really. So let's say this hypothetical stock XYZ has a beta of 2.0. That's the beta. This is going to be a ratio. It means that it trades, at least in an implied way, at 2 times the volatility of the S&P 500. So the implied move on XYZ stock, if the S&P 500 fell by 5%, then the implied move on XYZ is going to be 10%, okay? Because the ratio here is 1 to 2, meaning you're going to multiply whatever the move on the S&P 500 is by the beta of this hypothetical stock, okay? So let's say it's a different stock now. Let's say it's Apple. And let's say Apple has a 1.0 beta. Well, that means that it moves in direct correlation with the S&P. The new ratio is 1 to 1. Okay, so if the S&P is down 10%, then the implied move on Apple in this scenario is also 10%. Okay, so that's why I was saying stocks with bigger betas, 2.0, 2.5, are trading at much higher volatility than a stock like Apple that has, in all reality, it has a 1.1 beta. Okay, so I keep it in a range of 0.9 to 1.3 with betas for my trading because that's what I found that works. But beta is a mark of volatility against the S&P 500.